left pushes their defund the police narrative, police unions across the country are pushing back to keep anti-cop influence out of the classroom. The Suffolk County Police Benevolent Association in New York just endorsed 3 candidates, not for chief, but for the school board, because, quote, anti-police bias is being injected into our schools under the guise of equity. Sergeant-at-Arms for the Suffolk County PBA, Michael Simonelli, joins me now to explain. Michael, please do explain. What are you seeing in the schools that has your association suddenly endorsing school board candidates?
Good morning, Pete. Happy
Morning.
Armed Forces Day. Pleasure to be here with you.
Great having you.
Thank you for providing us the opportunity to show how the Smithtown Central School District has been perpetuating anti-police propaganda and to explain why the Suffolk County PBA did take the unprecedented step of getting involved in a local school board election where we're supporting John Savaretti, Stacey Murphy, and Karen Ricciardi to take out the incumbent board. Well, it all starts back in June 12th of 2020. The school district sent out a letter to the community announcing their equity team had been reinvigorated and asking for members to join and referencing 2 websites where they say there was links where parents can go to find materials that help them speak with their children about the current racial protests and unrest. So myself, being a good soldier, retired Army officer 30 years, police officer 21, raising a biracial son, I was very curious what kind of material I would find there. So I went to the website, and could you imagine my disgust when article after article that I saw were blatantly anti-police propaganda portraying us as violent killers. And I'll read you a few examples of the titles that I saw. How to talk to your kid. 7 tips for white parents talking to kids about police murders of black people. Philando Castile shooting, how do parents talk to children about police brutality? And telling my white 4-year-old about Alton Sterling and Philando Castile. Now, for the record, both Philando Castile and Alton Sterling were reaching for their guns in their pockets against the orders of the officers and were justifiably shot because they were going for their guns. Now, that's not racism. That's called survival, self-defense. So what I saw repeated instances of the school district endorsing, promoting such materials. I'll give you more examples. Within a week of joining the team, one of the team members, a teacher, sent out an email to everybody, again, referencing a different article that talked about 10 different black men, where the author says, I want all the white people to know that these people, and he names people like Michael Brown, Breonna Taylor, were killed because of the color of their skin.
Michael,
now, we know that's false as well. Michael Brown was proven the officer was justified.
And I got to believe this is all.
Report.
This all comes under the umbrella of critical race theory, right? They're pushing equity and critical race theory, which devolves into anti-police rhetoric. By the way, it's not just New York, but it's also California, I believe, and Florida also have some police unions endorsing school board members. I got to ask you, Michael, before we go, we got a statement from the Smithtown Central School District. Here's a portion of what they've said in response to you. They said, the Smithtown Central School District unequivocally supports law enforcement, and any attempt to say otherwise is falsehood. Simply put, there is no anti-police curriculum in our schools. There never has been and never will be. We will continue to ensure every child is accepted, celebrated, and provided a safe learning environment in which they can succeed. Any statement to the contrary is just another false narrative, reckless and irresponsible. What do you say to that? Real quick, we only have 30 seconds.
I say we have examples of them spending tens of thousands of dollars supporting organizations putting out false claims of racism by the police. So what I say to them about their appreciation is, save your thank you. If you really want to thank us, stop patronizing us and remove this anti-police, anti-American garbage, critical race theory from our schools. That's how you can thank us.
Michael, I love you getting involved. I have a feeling this kind of endorsement is going to be very coveted in the future and might incentivize the right kind of, patriotic people to serve on school boards. I love it. More Fox and Friends in just a moment.